What's up, folks? Last week's episode of Raw consisted of we finding out British Bulldog and William Regal will join Eddie Guerrero and Owen Hart in the Fatal 4-Way to crown the first European champion. Val Venus dedicated a win over Sable after he debuted the week before. Mankind challenged Bret Hart to the title. The Nation Domination defeated Ken Shamrock and LOD after APA distracted LOD. Al Snow's going crazy. HBK had an open challenge accepted by 123 Kid, who's been on a losing streak. Cut a promo, The Undertaker, and then The Undertaker returned in the main event for a. Okay, so this week starts off with Bret Hart and Mankind in the ring. Bret Hart agrees to Mankind's match. The rating is awesome. Holy shit. I really like that. Bret Hart's having honestly one of the best years in probably history at this point. And they agreed to a match and they're going to compete one-on-one in the main event Sunday. We get Mara and Barton versus the New Age Outlaws. Still no creative name for Mike Mara or Mark Mara and Mike Barton. And here we get a my screen's gonna be a little bit darker because my laptop's low battery. One sec, let me put on charge. We have Val Venus distract Mara and Barton by hitting on Sable. He goes up to her with like flowers or something. Faces get distracted. Jesse James has a chance to hit whomever with his finisher. And then after the match, Val Venus is still flirting with Sable when Mark Mara gets in his face. And it says it causes them the match. They're going to have a one-on-one match Sunday. Val Venus versus Mark Mara. Following that, we have the four guys in the European title match confronting each other, talking about who's going to be the first champion of Europe. And here we get Eddie Guerrero teaming up with Savio Vega, the weird team of Savio Vega and Al Snow, against William Regal and Stampeder. Excuse me. And then here the heels defeat the faces when British Bulldog pins Al Snow with the vertical suplex. And then after the match, we see Savio Vega and Al Snow argue. Al Snow's being crazy himself. Savio Vega is all pissed off because they lost. Following that, Jerry Lawler's what's called? Let's check. Is going to interview Brian Pillman, but before Brian Pillman gets a chance to interview, Stone Cold runs in and attacks him. Following that, we get the two teams agreeing for the title match Sunday, and I'm not sure if it's going to be a gimmick match yet, so TBA. Following that, take a shot every time I say following that, we get Nation Domination versus Ultimate Warrior and Ken Shamrock with Triple H and commentary. The Nation here loses when Ken Shamrock defeats Karma by pinfall. And after that, HBK and Taker agree to a match. They stay away from each other. They don't hit each other. Shawn runs away before there's any chance of that happening. Bret Hart cuts a promo with Mankind, saying he's not saying he might be a worthy challenger, but he will not be champion. And Mankind faces Psycho Sid in a cage match, because these guys have history, and he defeats him with the double arm DDT, then escapes. But when he escapes, Bret Hart attacks him to end the show. The show's carried very heavily by the opening promo between Bret Hart and Mankind. It is 11-8, I believe, and And I doubt WCW's going to beat an 87 rating. My doubts are true. Hey, might sign James Storm. WCW is another average show after last week's bad one. Uh, huh. Nothing really of note for me that interests me. Sting and Ric Flair have a disappointing main event. Other than that, Ultimate Dragon was the Cruiserweight title. But other than that, nothing sticks out. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Next episode is Ground Zero.